There we go. Alright, so I'll do a bit of an intro here for this game. I'm just going to tone down the volume just a tad bit. Because to be honest, I can't hear myself when I play this game. Oh no, so you can't turn off the music. Nice. That's what I forgot about this game. This is a good game. So for this game, it's based on the Michael Bay Transformers. For those who don't know, they're considered one of the worst movies franchises of all time. I like the movies. The elephant in the room. Let's just address that right away. I like the first couple movies. But for these games, they are split into two. So normally you play as Autobots fighting Decepticons, but you get to play as both. So with the Bid War, you can play as both in this case. So we're gonna play the Decepticon in this case. And let me know if you guys are ready for me to go, because I won't start until you guys are good to go. I don't want you guys to catch off guard.
I believe we're all good.
Perfect. Okay, I'll start. Just start the timer and go. So 3, 2, 1, go. So with the Decepticons campaign, the first time skip that we have is that we removed all cutscenes from the game files. So yeah, it's a huge time save. I think we save a good 30 seconds of pointless loading. And the way that this game works is that there's 4 hubs, and every 5 hubs. We don't count the last one because the last one counts as the final battle. But in general, the hubs itself, they have each 4 missions. You can play as a variety of Transformers. The reason why I think the Decepticon campaign is a lot better is because you have more variety. In the Autobot campaign, you play as Bumblebee 9 times, which is over 50% of the game. I think if you actually do the math, you play 60% of him, and he's one of the worst Transformers in the game. So for this one, you play as Blackout, which in the movie he does get featured. He's in the first he's the first Transformer you ever see. So in this first mission, it's one of the shorter ones. Just blow up stuff. That's literally all you do. So the second mission is where you utilize Scorponok, is the second Decepticon featured in the movie.
Advance to the beacon and deploy Scorponok to take care of it.
And run the second mission. What I like about the Decepticon especially is that is the mix of missions that you do as well. So with Scorponok you get to intercept vehicles, but it's a little bit different than Autobots. Autobots is more of the same. Drive here, do some stuff here. Drive there, do some stuff there. So the first one, we got our first speed strat. Just bump this guy, and I hope to God this works. Oh, perfect. And we're good. As long as they're running, we're good. Okay, my sister, who I locked the door, she's asking me if I can get nachos. Sure, we'll get nachos tonight. My dream. Okay. So Scorponok, what's cool about him, you can only go through the sand. So obviously, when I hit the thing, it didn't count as the sand, so it counted as the road. You only get to use them in 2 missions. This one and one in the last hub. Bro, I am the errand boy. Look at me. I'm doing missions for Megatron, bro. All praise Lord Megatron. Oh, and by the way, I was actually talking to my boys about this game. There are multiple copies sold for this game, but the PC version uses the PS2 graphics. So that's pure that's technology at its greatest, boys. PC gaming at its finest. So we got this next. So we just destroyed these. I have no idea why you destroyed them. I guess it's just to disrupt human activity while we save Lord Megatron. Or rescue Lord Megatron, to say the least. Because it does follow most of the game. I think it heavily deviates as you play as Barricade. And I'll show you why. With the cutscenes, you don't get a lot of context, but I'll explain as much as I can to you. And there you go. This next stream, oh, I should have finished him off quicker, but Scorponok is really meh to play as. His weapons aren't that good, and I don't even think he has melee attacks too. And if you're wondering how well this game did in overall sales and critical reception, it did not do well. The biggest problem with this game is just how generic it is. It's very mediocre. Which is a shame because it does have potential to be a good game, but I feel like they wasted time on doing stupid missions like these rather than missions like that actually matter. Definitely the strongest point of these games are the boss battles, and you get plenty of them in this game. Which is why I say this game is not complete garbage, to say the least. So with this mission, it's complete RNG. I do not know the manipulation, how to manipulate this, but you have to destroy these boxes. So you gotta destroy, I don't know what they are, like server racks. Yeah, pulsing green server racks. Like Xbox Live servers, I guess.
4 terminals left.
And speaking of the Xbox 360 version of this game, they updated the textures and the sound, so it actually sounds really good. So and this game is very easy to mod, so you can easily convert that, I've heard. So you're wondering, oh, how the hell can you save time here? Well, the thing is, you don't. I think the problem with this one is that it really depends on what you get. I think in my PB I had to get a few good spawns and sacrifice the bad ones. Obviously you can get all good ones. There's probably a pattern somewhere, but to be fair with you, nobody's done the Decepticon campaign. There's one known runner who's done the Autobot campaign. I got 52 minutes, but the guy who first ran it officially got 59 minutes. And with my run, there's like a lot of strats that I like learn and extract. Which there's some strats with this one. But the reason why Decepticon hasn't been touched is because nobody really knows the tricks. And there's not really like these missions pretty much kill it. But since it's so early in the game, it's like no big deal for me. I guess it's just a matter of patience and whatnot. So if you guys want a cool speed game and get free recce's, then by all means go for this one. My runs ain't perfect. I know for a fact you can sub 50 in this game, which I have a 52:10 minutes. So that's the last one. I say that's pretty decent, to be honest with you. And once they're destroyed, and that's the second Blackout mission. I think, no, you play as him the second most. I stated that Barricade is the one that's been most played, which is mostly the one in the second hub. You only play as him in the second hub.
A stress signal from the complex. Human reinforcements are en route. Get to the beacon now. Reinforcements have arrived. Destroy them so you can make your escape.
For this mission, we gotta blow up planes. Seems fun, not really, to be honest. And I do keep saying to be honest, but to be honest, fam, I can't help it. But yeah, you get people hounding on you all the time. The helicopters especially. These missiles get annoying too because they don't spawn in all at once. So you got to get lucky with most of them coming at you. So you can either save a lot of time here or save no time. or you could lose a lot of time, just depending on what your situation is and how you react to it. So this one, it's okay, I guess. It could be a lot worse. And I can't get this guy from afar, which, there you go. And I am running dangerously low on health, so I do not want to die here. Okay. So he's not dead. Okay. Thank you. So we got these guys. I mean, there's no difference to these planes. They all fly towards you. Some of them don't. Some of them do. I think the rest of them spawned in. There you go. Yeah. No, that's the only one. And then the last 4 will spawn in. I remember now. So they're behind me, most likely. Yep. Come on. So we got this one. And then we got these 2, and then we're done here. And we're done here. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it right what I was about to say. No, but in this case, we're done the first hub. That mission I do have to concentrate, because if I don't concentrate, I'll end up like, oh, I have like no health left, and then all of a sudden these barrage of missiles hit me. So yeah, that's yeah, it's a pretty stressful mission to say the least. So now we got Barricade, the most played Decepticon in the game. Oh, and you're wondering how the car controls. Oh, you get to drive like GTA? Yeah, it's not good. it's probably the worst driving controls I've ever faced in my life. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf is in the cutscenes, and you know what's funny about this campaign is that he's with Megan Fox like throughout the entire game. But at the end, as the Decepticons are winning, like Megan Fox just dips like, nah, fam, I ain't a part of this. So she's literally gone like at like the last like the couple like cutscenes. It's actually pretty funny. Like I remember as a kid I was thinking, I'm like, oh my god, like where the hell is she? So for these ones, you just gotta destroy some Autobots. What's annoying about this game is that the Autobots and Decepticons look the same, just with different skins. I'm pretty sure that the Decepticons trucks are the exact same. So we get the nice spawn here. They all spawn the same in this mission, so it doesn't really matter as long as you just make it over there. And with the green ones, so these red guys, they block, so you can't shoot at them with your gun. But with these guys, they're not smart enough, so they're definitely one of the weaker Autobots. The weakest Autobots are definitely the forklift Autobots, which is, you only see them in the Megatron mission. And you get the second fight here, and you get to see our special Autobots, I'd like to call them. There's also like special version of Decepticons like these, but they have the same exact skin. Like they look exactly the same. There's no different colors. There's no nothing. So there you go. Beautiful. So you gotta pick it up, knock it at him, and I think we're good here. And there is a final group. There's no tow truck guys, so you can just beat them up as normal. Oh, and by the way, the Autobots, when they fight you, this goes with the Autobots campaign too. The Transformers are very underwhelming to beat. The humans do more damage than they do. Yeah, and that's the first mission. Just beat up a couple guys. And the second mission, and just trying to remember what they are. I think you have to. I have no idea what this is. Stop it. See, this driving sucks. I'll be honest. If you want a good description of how this feels like, it feels like you're driving a hovercraft. Cause you know how they slide overwhere, and then when you hit something, they kind of like bounce back, and you bounce back if it's like a big object. Yeah, that's what this feels like. It's not. They did not do a good job in car physics here. Flying is fine. There is a skybox limit, so you can't fly as high as you can. And there's so much like restrictions you can do. So for this next mission, I do remember what it is now. You destroy. You have to find Frenzy. I do not know the backstory to this, but it seems that the destruction is random. Sometimes you want to destroy more buildings, sometimes you don't. And for this mission, you see this card that's aimed at. Apparently, he's holding Frenzy. Like I said, without cutscenes, this you'll have no context. And to be quite honest, I have no idea what's going on here. All I know, you're just trying to find Sandwood Wiki, and he's stuck. Can I kick him? Come on, don't get stuck.
Information that Frenzy holds is vital. Rip apart those buildings and find him.
So that was pretty quick. I mean, it wouldn't be quick overall because he got hung halfway. But now here, oh, there's a shortcut here. I keep forgetting to use. There's a little alleyway you can cut through. I mean, it probably doesn't save much time, but I do keep forgetting to use it. Not like there's a predetermined route for this game, anyways. I pretty much just YOLO throughout this entire game. Okay, so this one he will get hung up for some reason. So when he makes this turn, he just gets stuck there. It makes no sense. Oh, this time I guess it's making up for last time being hung up. So it's just, I just take back what I said. So you want to blow up these. There's a lot of buildings I can blow up. There you go, okay. Almost all buildings in this area. And finally the mall, because... Okay, nice. 100%. Yeah, I tried that. Didn't go so well.
He must be in one of these buildings. Tear them to the ground.
Out of all the missions to this hub, this is probably the most lackluster. The most annoying too, because of just which building you can destroy, which buildings will trigger the end. So this is gonna end it. Yeah. And yeah, we're just halfway through this hub already. So for the next part, next two missions, you get to... You fight Bumblebee for the first half of the next mission, for this next mission. But you have to fight a couple Autobots at the second half. But then the final one will be the Bumblebee boss fight. So yeah, you're gonna have to present Bumblebee from reaching the police station. Without cutscenes, we don't know why. There is a way to make this go quicker. If you can somehow flip him over, so if you hit him... There you go, I think we got him. Nope. Okay, alright, alright. There you go. Beautiful. Come on, get up. So the strat is to go use your block attack and do the 3 combos. You make him want, you necessarily want him to stand up so you can do the charge. There is no way to hit him as he's doing the charge, so you kind of have to like YOLO. There you go. I hit him again, and we should be good for one more. I think he's definitely one of the harder bosses if you don't count Optimus Prime, which, spoiler alert, you do get to fight him at the end. But if you didn't get the point of this game, yeah, this game goes from like 0 to 100 pretty quick at the last hub. Actually, I'll take that back. It starts getting pretty bad after you defeat Bumblebee. So, knock him out. I think there is 3 waves you have to fight. Okay, he just disappeared. Never had that happen. So we're just gonna act like nothing happened. Despawned. Never had that happen. I'm just gonna make him stop attacking. There you go. Oh. This ain't good. I think that should be all of them. Yep. And that's about it. Nope. I didn't miss them. I guess that's the one despawned. That was a weird situation. And yeah, that is the 3rd mission. So you couldn't. So in this mission, you pretty much get a taste of. You get a taste of fighting Bumblebee, which is pretty much the next mission. But it's not as strenuous as the 3rd mission. He doesn't have much. He has 3 rounds, so you do get to fight him 3 times. No, 4 times. I take that back. But yeah, they're very short compared to what you have to do. You probably have to hit him, like, do 3 combos on him. So you do start off pretty far, so you do have to let him charge twice. For this strat, what I want to do is I actually don't want to do the block attack first. I want to get him as far as I can to the other side, to the other destination, so I can get a little head start. There you go. So as he attacks, and this should be the last good one.
Don't let him escape.
And see, because we moved them a bit further, closer to the destination, we are now closer to it as well.
Obliterate that junk pile.
So this one we're gonna have to let him hit him, do the charge twice. Get those second attack. Oh, we don't want to throw him. Whoops. And then now we got the 3rd part, which is at the Bolivia's car shop, which is in the movie as well. Which the car dealership is played by Bernie Mac. And by the way, all cars are pretty much capped to 130 miles per hour, so. And so for this next one, you kind of want to go back, because that explosion will knock you back. I see I didn't go back far enough. So because of that consequence, we're gonna have to wait for him to charge twice. But it's okay. Perfect. Do it again. I'd say this is definitely one of the more harder fights in the game, for sure. To speedrun, to say the least. And then the next part's right there, which is convenient.
Destroy that Autobot.
Oh, and for this part, you kind of want to be careful of where he charges. So for this case, I'm gonna throw him all the way back here. In this case, but because of these Autobots, they can really screw you up. So for this, you kind of want to be as far away as them as possible. So I'm just gonna throw him in this case. I probably have a bit. I probably need to do 2 more hits. Yeah, 2 more combos to say the least. There you go. I should be okay now. Finally, and finish him off, and that is the second hub. I'd say it's the hardest hub, but it's a good hub nonetheless. You get a bit of boss battles, you get to beat up a bit of Transformers, and because of the explosion, Barricade got knocked back. You get to play him as one more time, however, in the last hub, when you fight Jazz. So for this one, you get to play a Starscream, which is a Starscream oriented hub where you are outside of Sector 7, where in the movie, as far as I remember, that's when the part where he blows up the Hoover Dam, or electronics of the Hoover Dam to rescue Megatron. So yeah, this is the part where you save Megatron. So you gotta blow up these satellites here. This one's okay. Not really much to say about it. Your secondary damage does a crazy amount of damage, however. Like a crazy amount of damage. Like if it's a missile and it has a huge radius, so if you plant it somewhere properly, you can actually nail 2 satellites at once. But the problem with Starscream transformation, he goes pretty far. So it's really unreliable to land. So it's kind of, you just kind of have to work with what you got here. And the final one, which is right here. So it's one right there. There is going to be a far shot I'm going to have to do. I'm not sure whether or not I don't get that. I think it's right over there or over there. Yep, perfect. Swag strats. And then the final one should be right over this building. There you go. But yeah, that's the first mission. Out of all the hubs, this is the shortest one. You get a few auto-scrollers, but they're very short in comparison. The only one that it is of concern is like the flying mission, like you did the blackout one, which is in the next mission. But this one is just an escort mission, pretty much an auto-scroller. All that matters is defeating these turrets as quick as you can first try, and then you pretty much set the standard for like the mission. So it's very hard to actually lose time here in a proper run if you're prepared. Since I wasn't well prepared, then you know, too bad for me. So there you go. You can move on. I was a bit too slow there. I didn't blow up everything. So pretty much, it doesn't matter if their life is down. Pretty much the models have to be gone. So for this, once all the red dots are gone, you can move on. And as for this one, we can blow up these ones pretty far away. And we don't have to worry about the time because eventually he will reach to us. Or if I need to back off, like about now. Like right now, perfect. See, 2 seconds to spare. Oh, and this mission is kind of broken because Bone Crusher will kind of trail over here. So what you want to do is to give a little good kick. A nice little kick to get him in the right position. Okay, there you go. For some reason it does this U-turn. And this is one of the few Autobots that are roaming around. But you don't need to kill them. And it should end right about now for this mission. There we go. So that's mission number 3 for this sub. 2, my bad. I'm continuing to ignore the stupid plane mission I have to do next. It's just not a very good mission. It is definitely one of the poorer ones. At least they stuck with Frenzy speaking gibberish like in the movie. So, like in the Blackout mission where you blow up the planes, you have these planes. Oh, not this one. That's an Autobot. But they're like these alien planes which make no sense. So, I don't know if these guys rated Area 51 or something, but yeah, they rated like these alien planes. Okay. Thank you. And yeah, you can fail this mission too. I never failed this. I don't want to jinx it, to be honest, but so I got this, got that. Normally my strat is to blow up all these, but honestly I think it is far quicker for in general if you just blow up the ones that are most convenient to you, because some of them won't trail back. I think in my PB I had a really good like I had planes constantly coming at me. So there's that one coming. I can get for this one. So that should be one, and then that's the last one up here, it looks like. Oh, and if I didn't state this, you have to blow up the cargo for some reason. Like I said, without the cutscenes, we have no context whatsoever. But I mean, this story doesn't make much sense anyways to begin with. And then the final one, we can just blow up against this. Just to end the cutscene. Okay, just give me a second, fix that. There we go. Since I'm playing this on Windows, it has some problems with the mouse at times. Like some poor acceleration happens. Just have to exit it and then the final one is another escort mission, like with Bone, but this time with Bone Crusher and Brawl. So we get to blow up some tanks. Nice. These tanks are much easier to kill. I think they took 2 missions rather than 5 for the turrets. So that's one. Next one is here. Bone Crusher only has 2 stops, and with the difference between this one too is that you can't actually blow them up until they come. So they have to transform, and then you can blow them up regularly. Beautiful. And then now for Bone Crusher, and we go back to Brawl here, which he has a checkpoint here. Like I said, I can't actually do anything until he transforms, so you just gotta wait for him. Is he stuck? He is stuck. What a guy, bro. Okay, so change of plans. Improvisation time. Normally, that does not happen. Sometimes the AI is very stupid in this game. Like, unbelievably stupid. It happened to me with Bone Crusher. He couldn't finish it. But now he got himself unstuck, which is thankfully. Sometimes you have to do the kicking animation to get them out of the way. So I never had this happen where Bone Crusher actually was first in terms of brawl in this case. There you go. See, he's gonna be first because Brawl's an idiot. Maybe that's why we don't play as him. And that is it for this hub. And now we reach probably the best hub in the game. Probably my favorite one, to say the least. Is the boss. And that's where like the entirety of the game kind of, well, it was a story, to say the least. So we beat Bumblebee, so he's not coming back. Fat chance he's coming back. So now we're Barricade again.
Get to the beacon and retrieve the
And with this cutscene, we got Megatron back, and we do get to play as him, which, by the way, he is the best Decepticon to play as. And because of we don't play as him as much, we get one of the best missions to play as him. So we have to defeat Jazz, which is probably the shortest boss battle. So all you have to do is kick him, and just do the combo, throw him, and kick him again. And there's a speed trap for this. If you get lucky, you can flip him over. And if you flip him over, he'll come back and speed up the fight it quicker. You pretty much have to get him until his health bar is down, but you can just do it automatically. In my PB, I actually got him instantly come up because I so bumped him. And when he flipped over just a little bit, he transformed. So yeah, that's these boss battles are very they can be exploited like crazy, which makes them really good for speedruns, to be quite fair with you. And for this, I don't know what they were thinking putting Scorponok in this mission, because if you try to go in, like I said, with concrete, you can't do anything. So he does this stupid animation. Very dumb. But because of Scorponok's mission, it's very short, so I don't care as much. So you beat the Energon drones, which are probably the easiest characters. There is a strat for this. You generally want to get the lowest amount of cycles for this. Because of the way they spawned, I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're gonna get the traditional four spawns. So you want to get a full cycle. Normally you can get like 3 spawns to happen. I mean, technically speaking, you can get 1 spawn to happen. So if you get the 4 spawn and you somehow kill them quick enough, you can finish the mission like 10 seconds flat. But realistically, with how slow Scorponok is, you can't really do much. Oh, and here is the biggest broken glitch of all time. Casually speaking, everyone will say that this is definitely one of the hardest boss battles. The other being the Autobots battle with Jazz versus Blackout and Starscream. But what makes this so broken is that there is a glitch to pretty much exploit Ironhide's abilities. So the developers tried their best to not like make these bosses weak. But when I was a kid, I found a strat which is where you can kill him pretty easily. So what you kind of have to do here is just go far enough. And if you don't remember the attack I did before, he kind of goes into a helicopter attack mode. So I failed it. So the whole point is to hit him as much as I can when he's in car mode. So in that case, so you kind of want to stop him. He's gonna get too quick. There you go. I think this should be good enough. Nope. So you transform. I will get this. It's a pretty abusive glitch, and normally you have to fight him like 3-4 rounds, but with this, nope, too quick, too far. There's no consistency for the strat. He would transform when he feels like it. And you normally want to get him at a range so that he does not, it doesn't take more than a couple rounds. There you go. I beat him. Nope. Did I? Nope, not yet. Okay. I'll just do this round then. So no, but ideally you want to kill him the first round. But regularly, I think 2 is just fine. I think it's more realistic that way. I think when you're doing like a segmented, or if you get really lucky, like in your full game runs, or an IO, for example, you definitely want to do it like first round. But at this part, he's so low in health that I can just finish off normally. So normally you get like a 1/5 of his health down every round, and that's it. Just finish him off like that. There you go, and he's done. It's a hard strat. Like I said, there's no consistency. Sometimes he'll transform whenever he feels like it. Sometimes he will not transform at all, which you'll get lucky with. When I was practicing this, I got it like first try, first attempt too, because he just refused to transform. We haven't looked into this game far enough to actually like know the exact like well, what's the best way to put it? Attitudes of each Autobots. So with everyone gone, we have only Optimus Prime left, and we get to play with Megatron, which his weapons are completely destructive. So you want to spawn index parts. So this mission is you're pretty much trying to find Optimus Prime, and just to give a warning, he is up in a building, but you have to fight a wave of Autobots. So these forklift, these orange guys are the forklift guys, and they're very easy to kill. Easy to kill, absolutely easy. And the way that this mission progresses is that if you you have to defeat the special Autobots. So the quicker you spawn those guys in, that's when you can progress to the next part. And once you kill them, of course. Will I'm taking Hitman 2 Ricky back? Never. That game is very bad to run at this point. So we still got can we please? And like with the other missions, I'm not sure when these guys spawn. I think this guy spawned in already. Yep. So you want him to spawn in, which is actually pretty quick. I was not expecting him to spawn in so quickly. So you want to stop hitting, and you can kind of abuse this guy. And the Autobots, you can't abuse him as much, because you don't. I think you can abuse him with Optimus if you happen to fight him, but okay. So I couldn't abuse him because I was getting hit too many times. And I should be okay here. There you go. So you want the tow truck guy. So you want the breaching guy, the charging guy, the tow truck guy, and then the breaching guy to charge. And once you defeat those 3 guys in order, you'll progress. So that's the second time, and then we got the final time. And then we got the charging guy. Where is he? Where are you? Maybe over there. Oh, he's over there. I would say, out of all the missions, this is probably the most hardest to route. Because, and I still don't even know how to route it completely yet, since I'm the only one that actually ran this. But it's very hard to like figure out what actually caused these missions to spawn. Not spawn, these guys to spawn, and to what causes the next area to load up like this. So we get to blow it up again, blow up some more buildings, and we go to the second area, which is right up here. So this works the same way again. You fight the guys, and then you fight the special Autobots, and then you move on. But this one's a bit different because you get two areas. So you get this intersection and the other intersection. And you kind of want to share the intersections fighting these Autobots. So that these special Autobots can spawn in quicker. So you got this one. So see that they're all spawning this side? Once the other one spawns over there, I'm gonna go after him. Which you can see by the mini-map. So let's kill this guy. There's a lot of stuff here. Stop it. There we go. Come on, can we load the spawn here? And then with these guys, you can just abuse them with your firepower. And there you go. That's when you want to come back. So when the other guy is here, you generally want to share this side. So go here, and I think the next guy should spawn. Stop it. Come on. And I think after these next guys, just have to take care of these guys. Should be okay now. Now they should spawn in. So see how the charger comes in? That's how they charge in. Whoops. And like the other hub, like the other area, instead of the charger, tow truck charger, you get two tow trucks, guys, this time. Pretty dramatic music. Fun fact, this is actually composed by Hans Zimmer. Well, co-composed. Don't throw these, by the way. Yeah, don't throw these. I forget they do that. They just get stuck halfway in the air. Like I said, this game is very, Come on, blow up. There we go. Gonna come in right over there. Okay, weird. Just get him to start spinning. Start spinning. Hit me back. I normally want to avoid using poles to throw because they're not very reliable. Sometimes they can miss the target completely. Oh, is that gonna work? Oh, nice. Yeah. Nice audio. I don't know if you guys just heard that, but it was a pretty annoying sound on my end. So blow up these buildings, and then we just get to the end, which you have to climb up the building.
Destroying the traitor Prime will
oh, and fun fact about this Megatron, he actually voices the G1 Megatron. So even though I don't know who the other guy is, whoever voices the agents in Matrix, that actor, yeah, but Frank Welker voices Megatron here. Yeah, that buzzing noise, I don't know what happened there. Like I said, this game is very buggy. But yeah, we finally found this hub, and now we have the final hub, which is only one mission, and it is Optimus Prime. Oh, and yeah, the PS2 graphics really showcased in the PC version, which is kind of embarrassing to look at. So it's a pretty embarrassing PC port, to say the least.
Once I destroy the
And then we
human
fight the
and
Optimus
acquire
here.
the Pulse Spark, you'll witness the true meaning of pain.
So in the difference between both fights is that you do get to fight each other as Optimus and Megatron, with your respective side, of course. But the Megatron fight, if you're fighting with Megatron, as Megatron, oh man, the fight is much longer. So I think there's about 5 rounds for each. Oh, is he glitching out? Oh, he was glitching out. So the way that these fights work is that you fight Optimus for a bit, get his health down enough. You can't glitch out the health. I tried, trust me. And then you get to fight 2 or 3 Autobots. So you kind of want to hit to him. Oh, and by the way, flying and keyboard is probably the worst thing to ever exist. You turn with your mouse, and you turn with your keyboard. You fly with the keyboard. My apologies. It's not a good combo, especially when the flying controls really suck. Like the movement in this game for vehicles is absolute garbage. I can't believe I managed to like tolerate it at this point. So here's another Autobot you don't see. I'm gonna deal with these small guys first because they're easy to kill. So with the big cement truck guys, yeah, they are cement trucks. You never see them transform. Is that these cement trucks? You can't hit them whatsoever. But the way you can injure them is you throw something at them and you just chuck them. So you chuck them. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty bad in general. Like, I played Need for Speed on keyboard and it's fine. But this is like a whole new level of bad. Let's see if this works. Nope, he missed. Pick up something, Megatron, please. Work with me, buddy. He threw at the cop car. That happens a lot, actually. A lot more than it actually should happen. Nope, don't do that.
Your pathetic love for this planet will be your undoing.
So this is the third fight. And if you get him stuck in the wall, you can really abuse like the fights. So we got cement truck guy, and we get tow truck guy fighting here too. So you kind of want to deal with one or the other first. We don't want to deal with both of them, because the tow truck guy has a good AOE, and oh, see, like that happens too, where you can't really do much. Oh, and you don't want to pick up cars on fire because those cars blow up and you won't be holding anything in the end. What? So you want to throw at one. Glad I missed that. Can we get him? Nope. Sometimes if you're really good with timing, you'll get it. Oh, something happened here. I got him. Nice. So apparently I did get him. So he's next here.
Victory is mine. Death
I got raided.
is yours.
Oh, rip. Who raided me? I'll shout them out. Oh, rip.
Do you think this fight's gonna be going on long enough for me to read a donation, or?
Yeah, you can go ahead. I'm almost done anyways.
Alright, well, we got... Oh my goodness, okay, I have 2 donations to read. So, in response to the earlier donation from Deathline, we have a $20 drywall heater saying, I said, hit the pro for Pearl, which the Pearl the game bid worth was $30 instead of $21. However, after that, we got a donation from Deathline for $10 that said, I said we're playing a better game, Diamond, which means that currently, Diamond for Pokemon, the Pokemon Diamond Pearl game bid worth, Diamond is in the lead with $31 and Pearl has $30.
Perfect. To be honest, I didn't hear most of that, but shout outs to the people who donated. So for this one, you get to experience the... Oh, I thought he did. Thought he didn't blow up. Okay, never mind. So with that Autobot, he shoots fire just have to throw stuff on him. Oh, and by the way, we are closing up the time here. This is the final fight with Optimus. And about time here. Alright, this last hits. And time. And Megatron's doing a weird ass squat here. I don't know what he's doing, but I'll take it. 53-55. That's not bad, actually. With the amount of mistakes I've taken during, like, overall, it's not a bad time. But yeah. Yeah, shoutouts to all those who participated in the Spider-Man 2000 community. Like I said, the all comics route was crazy at this point. For this game, I'd say shoutouts to the people who've discovered glitches that worked and were never found and were never used, like for no reason. There's a lot of glitches in both the Autobots and Decepticon campaign, which can be used for like more runs, and there's a lot of potential too. Nothing more technical, but in terms of movement and all that stuff, there is a lot of potential to have in those. This game can be set below 50 minutes, which is actually pretty good for what the stuff I've found so far. And yeah, for this ending, it's pretty depressing, but the Decepticons take over the world. Optimus Prime is dead, and you're truly king. But yeah, I thank Speed Stuff for Charity for taking me once again, my 3rd year I think with them. And you guys can cut it to any time you want. There's nothing more to be said.